would be
first
nervous.
3
dude.
weeks, like those are the suckiest, like
The hardest.
is that
they're
the
like they suck the
hardest?
most because like that's when you're breaking into these new habits and you're like kind of getting rid of your old habits.
I don't think I could mentally handle that. No way.
I would quit.
I
I would be
I
AWOL, like in jail.
I would lash out and be like, "What the fuck is your problem here, dude?" Like,
I
I
would
get
freak
it.
out.
You're supposed to like tough me up and stuff, but like, where until I throw up is kind of wild.
Right.
I would think it'd be weird, right, for you to like, for people to say, "Oh, thank you for your service," and like, "Oh, thanks," you know, right? It's kind of weird.
I got told that.
But was it weird?
Yeah, and I was like, I appreciate it, but like I just got in. You know,
Yeah,
like, I haven't
right.
done shit. I just got in.
Ashtray number 20, Scene Pod, take one, shot one. Yeah.
Yay!
Ski.
Hello and welcome, episode 20. John's here.
Hello.
Say hi, John.
Hello.
This is John,
Howdy.
you guys. You remember John, right?
What's up?
So John's been gone for a while, huh?
Yeah, 13.
How long were you gone for?
13 weeks. 14 weeks.
Why
13
don't
weeks.
why don't we just go straight into it, right?
Straight into it.
So where were you for 13 weeks,
I
John?
was in San Diego, the Marine Corps Recruiting Depot, doing a boot camp training.
Boot camp.
Woo.
So we knew, man, when you got back, when you mentioned you want to do a podcast, we're like, let's do it. We'll talk about your Marine Corps shit.
My 13 weeks of training. It was ups and downs in the moment. Like it sucks when you're getting IT'd, when you're getting slayed. It sucks.
What is
But
IT'd?
incentivized training. It's when it's like, you know, when they're like screaming in your face and making you do high knees,
Damn.
push-ups, sawmills, which is, you know, fucking touching your shit. It's like standing ab crunches, basically. Crunches, push-ups, and it's just all like very quick. And a lot of times they do it in the dirt, in the sand. So when you're on the ground, they kick sand in your face.
Did
So a couple guys got pink eye in my platoon from that.
They just kick sand in your face?
It-
Jeez,
Yeah,
It's
dude.
just like how out of shape you were, right?
Yeah, it's.
Shows your abs. Did you get abs?
I did not get abs.
Oh,
I did
damn,
get abs, but
dude.
I've kind of lost it now. It's my last day of liberty, and yeah, I've been eating a lot. So.
Oh, good.
I remember you
Good.
came
You
back
like those
home.
abs. You
I
know,
remember
you
you
don't
came
need-
back home, you're like, dude, real food.
Yeah.
Well, we went
Yeah,
to-
what was
Most
the first
definitely.
thing you ate?
Fuck, what was the first thing I ate? I think it was a burrito
Ooh,
from
nice.
It was a restaurant in San Diego we went to.
Oh, I heard San
Um,
Diego has badass burritos.
They do. It was really
They
good.
do.
It was it had steak, chicken, and shrimp in it.
Oh, shit.
I
Yum.
forgot the restaurant it was called, but it was in San Diego.
Was,
San Diego restaurant. It was really good.
Because we went to that barbecue place on Friday. It's Sunday right now. We all went, you, John, me, and Nathan.
God, that place was so good.
The barbecue station,
Yeah.
not a sponsorship, but they're really good.
They're
Barbecue
really
station.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
They've been here forever. I told my dad. He goes, I used to go there when I worked down there.
Because I think
Oh,
it used to
shit.
be a gas station at one point, and then they turned it into a restaurant. That's why it's called the barbecue station. I think I could be wrong, but if I had to guess,
Might be talking about Rudy's.
Rudy's is okay.
Rudy's.
Rudy's
Rudy's is
is like a
okay,
f-
but Rudy's is good. But the barbecue station, this was so good, and I gotta say, priced really reasonably.
It's not expensive,
I
yeah.
expected it to be a lot more than that
I like the serviceman because it was like go go go.
for what we got. They give you a lot of food.
Yeah, I always get
Rudy's.
the macaroni and cheese and the green beans.
I get the creamed corn. You gotta get the creamed corn.
That is good. The cream corn's good too, but that's probably why you lost your abs, dude. All this junk food when you got back home.
The fatty food, and even like in the last 2 weeks, you're not really doing a lot of like PT. So, and then they told us too, like you gotta. It's like you don't eat that fucking bread. Next time your family sees you, you're gonna be all fucking fat. You don't eat that fucking bread because you're not doing PT. You don't eat that fucking bread. You don't need that extra peanut butter packet. You don't need that shit.
That's intense, though.
It's not that bad. It's just a lot of pressure, like constant pressure, but it's something you definitely do get used to. In the beginning,
So when they
Like
yell at
receiving
you,
week.
they're like in your face?
yeah,
Ooh.
Was that photo that you showed us where they were yelling at you? Was that real?
yeah.
Oh, that was during the.
That was during the senior drill instructor
Oh, shit.
inspection, which
Is-
is like training day 14. That's like the third training week, and the inspections they do is basically you wearing your inspection uniforms, right? The ones that are all clean. You got your fucking nameplate on there. You got the IPs are like taken away. You cut them off. You make sure you're fucking you look spiffy, and they pretty much they have you all line up at attention, and you have your rifle in your hand, and I'm trying to think.
You know what I noticed?
It's been a blur, and so they all come in screaming. When like the first earlier inspections, all the drill instructors they run in screaming.
Mm-hmm.
They run in fucking, and that's when they yell at you. The last inspection we did, it was more relaxed. It was more of like, but I'm getting ahead of myself. And senior drill instructor inspection, they run at you, and then they pretty much go to every single one, and you report. You know, like you say the proper greeting, recruit you. What you say? 0300 infantry regular because you don't know your position yet. You like your role, and then you say where you're from.
So give us an example, like what you did.
The inspection arms, which is what do you mean?
What did you say, like when you said
recruit Peralta 0300 infantry regular, San Antonio, Texas, right?
Okay.
And then you do the inspection arms, and you fucking what's it called?
Did anyone cry when they're like yelling at you? I would fucking cry.
But
I would have laughed.
I
Maybe.
would cry. I would start bawling my eyes out.
There was one guy who cried, but it was because like he got bad news from his grandpa died. That's
shit.
So,
okay,
like
well,
it wasn't. It's like yeah, it's like it wasn't anything like of what happened there, but something like
something from home
something
happened.
from home happened. And
how did the drill sergeant respond to that though?
So he that was during finals week, and we had the T-34 tests, the finals tests, and what that consists of is you gotta disassemble the rifle, and there's rifle disassembly and assembly, and then there's 4 life-saving scenarios. You get a random one, and then there's a written test, which is 100 questions of knowledge that we from the classes we've taken from like the last 6 weeks.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Which is like history,
Damn, dude.
core values. Honestly, the test it's pretty fucking easy. It's like a, I'd say it's like a. It's really easy. Like for example, like if the answer is all of the above, 10 times out of 10, it's the answer is all of the above. That's kind of how it's easy. It's an easy test, and most people finish within like 30 minutes. It's not a difficult test. The
how
difficult
long did
part
you
is,
finish in?
I don't know, but it was under an hour, and the 4 life-saving scenarios, that's the more difficult one because you got to perform like a scenario depending on a dummy, right? And you get like 4 different ones.
You have to like save a dummy.
You have to do like
These drinks by you.
what's it like shoot for shock. So you got to like talk to the dummy. You have to scream at the dummy, and then you have like instructors walking around. You have one instructor like watching you, and then you have another one that's like kind of circling around, saying like you're not fucking loud enough, and you know shit like that. And like they're just like they're yelling at you while you're doing the whole treating for shock, and you either get a sucking chest wound, a deep wound, a fracture, open fracture, or what's the last one? Open fracture.
Die.
No,
You're
was the
gonna
last
die.
one?
Because you're not a loud person at all. How are you gonna yell?
No,
Yeah,
no.
I can't
Yeah,
picture you like being like, rah.
My name's Sean.
It's different when you're there because you're getting paid to do it, so it's like
You
I
said
guess you're more
fuck it,
incentivized
right?
to do it, and then everyone's fucking doing it too, so it's different.
You said fuck it, dude. Let's just.
I said, fucking
Pretty
let's
much.
go, bro.
I'm trying to think what's the last scenario. Anyways, but you either get one of those 4, and you have to do the whole like scenario, like put a tourniquet and shit like that, package the wound, and if it's the sucking chest wound, then you get one of those chest seals, and you have to say the ditty, like the command basically, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And what that one guy felt was the life-saving scenario, because and you're in a room with like 15 other people that are doing it at the same time.
Oh wow.
And
So
he
do a
failed
lot of people
that part
die?
of the test. He failed, yeah.
Like the dummies?
No,
Like,
the dummies, no,
Real
not
people
at all.
die.
Yeah,
so
it was real
does
people.
everyone just die?
This is on your watch, John.
You let him die.
Sé de tu traición, sé que al mentir ni lo pensarás. Que mi corazón, que mi amor ya no vale la pena.
I gotta be honest, so I graduated law school, and then I was so anxious about being a lawyer because it felt so serious. It felt so serious if I messed up. It would like mess up someone's life, like their legal Shit. Did it feel like intense that way, where you're like constantly like dealing with life and death and like?
Yeah, it did feel intense like that sometimes, and they do make it like.
They make it intense.
They make it sound like that too, and because that's their job. The drill instructor's job is just to make it as intense as make your like experience there is like as miserable as possible, to kind of like. Because I think you said it before, like to break you down so they could build you back up again.
Yeah.
I noticed in that picture you took. What did I knock over?
A book. It was just a book. It fell. It's fine.
Dude, I noticed you didn't smirk. I'm like, damn, it's the first time ever. No smirking from you.
Yeah, you smirk. You got that little smirk.
Like some of the even the short films we've done together. There's scenes where you smirk a little bit here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think because
like, Joker.
Early on in the like first week of receiving week, I was really nervous.
I would be too.
But like the first
nervous,
3 weeks, like those are the like the suckiest, like
the hardest.
So they're
like
hardest?
They suck the most because like that's when you're breaking into these new habits and you're like kind of getting rid of your old habits in a sense.
Do you think this training changed you anyway at all? Or no.
A little bit. I think the way I see like people has changed, the way I see myself, the way I like the expectations of myself, but at the same time I'm still like my goofy self, you know, like I still have like the same traits, like I still like I move a lot, you know what I'm saying, like I still have that like when I'm sitting still, yeah, I'm still me, like what's the word,
I look at it like learning
restless,
like,
I'm still restless, like
that
hasn't gone away
pretty much.
Yeah. I feel like you just grew up a little, like I feel like
so, yeah.
you don't seem as young to me.
He still seems young to me.
You seem young, but not like before. It was like John's young.
He looks different because it's the hair.
John's a little kid.
It's the hairstyle. Because you always had like not long hair, but kind of like
your demeanor.
I'm gonna try to grow it out a little bit, but I don't know. I think that demeanor a
little bit your demeanor.
I guess I don't know. I feel like I
feel like
be
you
like
went through
this,
some shit.
But like only when I'm angry.
Seen.
You know, like I can get like very easily irritated.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but like it just depends on like what's going on. You know, it's like
certain people.
But I think
you're ready at any moment.
No, not like that.
Somebody
like ready to snap, like
somebody we used to know.
Short fuse.
It's like go crazy.
I've got a short fuse. People, I just like the people I hang with now. Don't give me a reason to get angry. But I do have a slight anger.
I don't know. You're like chill.
People, yeah, because
John, I feel like has a shorter fuse than you.
I just don't have a reason to get pissed off at you guys. That's the reason.
Come on, yell at us. Come on.
I can't.
Get angry.
Yeah, you want to everything.
Okay, Mally, you brought this out, Mally. You brought it out of me. But no, I just don't. Some people. Now, if you would have saw me in school with Luis, you saw the anger side of me.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like
oh shit.
That's like the process of.
It was more frustration.
The creative process, kind of like.
Yeah, I was being more frustrated.
Both passionate and shit. You know?
I was just frustrated. I wasn't like pissed at him. I was just frustrated. Like, you're not fucking listening, dude. Like, stop.
Yeah, I remember being there and kind of seeing it. I like kind of like in boot camp. That kind of reminds me too. Like, there's like serious moments, like when someone else is getting chewed out, like right next to you. It's kind of hard not to laugh.
Well, yeah, of course.
But the second like the drill instructor kind of faces your way, you gotta like.
I would laugh.
You gotta hide it or look away.
Don't laugh. Is that a smirk, son?
Probably taught you how to act.
It's like, you think that's funny, huh? Oh, you think that's funny?
Oh shit.
But secretly they're like, yeah, dude, it's funny.
One of that happened to me. We were doing graduation practice. This was like after the Crucible. One of my staff sergeants. So, like on Firewatch, a couple nights before, we had this one guy. His name was Garinger. His nickname was Kansas because he was from Kansas and he had that very distinct accent.
Oh, that Midwest accent?
He was one of the older like guys there. I think he was like 24.
He's old at 24?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because everyone there was like. There was like
an old man.
There was like 4 17-year-olds.
Because you're 22, right?
22.
Yeah.
There was one 18-year-old, a couple 18 years old, 19 years old. That's normally where like everyone was at, and there was a few 20-year-olds. The oldest guy we had was like 25, and he was from Illinois. He was a cool dude.
Well, you're getting there then. According to the military, you're old.
Yeah.
God damn, John.
22.
God damn.
But there was and then like the oldest guy in the company, He was from, I think, 2142, the other platoon. I was 2143. He was that guy. I think he was like 35 years old. He was 35 years old. He was a
That's how
grandpa.
old I am.
He was a grandpa. At least in the ages of
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because
Wow,
everyone.
great. I guess
That's
I'm
like
just
that's
an
like
old
sports.
grandma.
That's like professional sports. When you're in your
Yeah.
30s, you're old.
You're
Yeah,
old.
you're
Like this
considered-
guy's a 35-year-old basketball player. He's fucking old as shit. Like
Yeah.
35.
Even though like that's pretty young. 35 is young.
Yeah.
And so when it came to Kansas, he had Firewatch and journalist our kill hat, which the kill hat is the guy that kind of goes around kind of like yelling at you. You don't really get
Oh.
to know him. You don't like you try to talk to him. He says fuck off. It's like yeah, he doesn't talk to you. He didn't really talk to us until after we became Marines. That's when like we started to get to know him a little better, and he's not as mean, you know. So it's like it's such a weird thing to see that switch after the Crucible. You just see
That
your
would
general
be
instructors
weird.
become more friendly. They come more like
They
laid
got-
back and shit.
They got scared of you. Like, yeah, fuck that dude. I ain't mess with him. Right.
And he was very funny, and so Kansas has a very distinct accent, right? And he called them during Firewatch. He called him Mr. Garinger, not Mr. Garrison, Mr. Garrison from
The guy
South
from-
Park,
Oh
because he
shit.
sounded like that guy.
That's the guy with the glasses, right? This I was like, okay, okay.
And so when you're the first hour of Firewatch, you have to give counts, right? So you have to count all the footlockers.
Yeah.
So Kansas goes around counting the footlockers, and he tells them, no, fuck that. After every single number, you're gonna say okay.
Oh,
So he
no
went
way.
around like one okay,
See,
two
that
okay.
would make me cry.
I
That
would
would
be-
make me cry.
I would be- I
I would
would be-
just cry.
I'd be pissed. Yeah, I would be pissed. Like, fucking really?
But
Like, this, like, psychologically break you down, dude.
no, Kansas was laughing. We were sleeping. It was lights. So
Maybe I'm just too
we
sensitive.
were
I
just
could
in fucking-
never
we
handle
were in
that shit.
bed, like trying not to die, and
Because you could hear him.
yeah, we could
Yeah.
hear him. And then during graduation practice, he gave a correction to Kansas, which was like I think like two people in front of me, and he muttered under his breath like okay. It's like because the way he would sound too, he's like fix your get the POA Kansas, and he's like staff sergeant. That's how he would sound like, and then he muttered under his breath okay, and he muttered that shit right next to me, and oh my god, I was like I was laughing, and then one of the another kill hats, he came up to me, he's like, what's so funny? He's like, what's
Oh,
so fucking
shit.
funny? And I'm like, nothing, staff sergeant. He's like, no, tell me what's so funny. And I was like, nothing, staff sergeant. He's like, nah, you better tell me now. And I just kept saying nothing because like I didn't. And then he was like, you know what I think is funny? 2 hours of Firewatch.
Oh my
What's that?
gosh, is that like some
Firewatch
punishment?
is yeah, it's like where Firewatch is where do you have two people on front post? It's pretty much like you have to stay up at night.
I just stay up at night
Yeah,
and
and
watch.
you either
You
get
have to
lucky.
have the post.
Yeah, you have to. There's two rovers, one front post, one back post. You know,
So he was
The-
like
the
basically
front post and
threatening
back
you with
posts.
a punishment.
front post and back post, they stay there while the two rovers either clean or do whatever they have to do. And I had 2 hours of that for that night.
Oh boy, here we go again.
You alone?
Yeah.
You want to ride right now?
No.
There better not be anybody eavesdropping on us. Is that bird real? Is that real? I swear to God, you're looking really suspicious right now.
Skiba, this is the kind of tomfoolery I'm always talking about and why you're the weirdest bunch of buffoons I've ever met in your entire life.
Did you say buffoon? That's Fed code for a bust. Are we about to get raided right now? No. This is bullshit. You got nothing on me. I knew we were about to get raided!
Get out of the way. Who's at the door? Is that Bradley again? God fucking damn it.
Did you throw up at all during the training, like when you were running or something?
No, but I was very close. Now that you mentioned that, that kind of does remind me of a few stories of people throwing up. Because I remember one time, as a whole platoon, we got in trouble. So they made us chug our fucking canteens.
Oh shit.
They made you
And-
chug water?
Chug water, and then they had us running to the front of the house, to the back of the house,
So they're trying to make
into
you
the
throw
fucking
up.
into the rain room, and then to the back of the house. and there was like at least 3 people that threw up
That's
when
brutal,
that happened.
man. That's brutal.
That's brutal, dude. That to me just is like cruel for the sake of cruel.
Nah,
I'd be
we
like,
deserved it. There was a couple
We
people.
deserved
We
it.
deserved
There was a
it,
couple people that were
John.
like belligerent. Like
Oh
they,
my
you know what I'm saying? There was like
I
some people
deserve to
that
get hit.
there were some people that kind of
So bad.
stayed belligerent for the entire duration of boot camp training,
Damn.
which is a little disappointing, cause like, but it is what it is, you know. Like
John,
So-
you don't deserve that.
there was
John. You never deserve that.
There's also another guy. His name was Mamo. He was a very cool dude. He was from Minnesota.
Oh shit.
He's like he's a boxer. He did cross country. He was a very cool dude. And early on, they were very much so on his ass. And I remember one time one of my our J-Hat, the guy, our drill instructor that teaches us like
Mhm.
marching and drill, he made him drink like a shit ton of water and had him running up and down the squad bay while we were fucking smacking sticks with the rifles, you know, practicing drill with the rifles, and he vomited eventually.
What happens if you throw up? Like, just keep going?
You gotta clean it up,
Oh my god.
especially because if we were outside now, it doesn't matter. But
I don't think I could mentally handle that. No way.
I would quit.
I would- I would-
like in jail.
I would lash out and be like, "What the fuck is your problem here, dude?" Like,
I
I
would
get
freak
it.
out.
You're supposed to like tough me up and stuff, but like, where until I throw up is kind of wild.
That's
Yeah.
wild, dude. John, are you okay?
I almost got to that one point.
We about to
'Cause it was
Did
snap?
it like
after-
psychologically make you want to snap?
Nah, like
God damn
because
it!
like anything that like they kind of threw at us, I you know, like I don't. I've always been like one to laugh when I'm uncomfortable, laugh when I'm nervous,
Yeah.
laugh when I'm like, laugh when I
Right,
just like
yeah.
I'm in an uncomfortable situation. So I think that's how I kind of reacted to everything there,
Can't open
but
this.
with a little bit more bearing, because it's kind of, if you get caught laughing, you get fucked up.
Yeah.
And I remember one time, like another vomit story. Well, I didn't vomit it, but I was very close to vomiting. This was after we were walking out of the chow hall. We just had chow, and one of my drill instructors, he was our knowledge hat. Very cool dude. He was Native American, and I think like out of all the other drill instructors, he was my favorite one,
Yeah.
because I think like his work ethic and the way he kind of like, he was very passionate about the job, about being an educator, you know, and teaching us
Yeah.
to be like the best versions of ourselves that we can be. Because he was like, he was just like very dedicated. And I remember, I think I was like fucking up the drill movements, and then he's like, I remember he went up to my face and he was like, "Oh, you probably got bullied in high school, huh?
Oh shit.
He's like, you probably got bullied in high school, huh? Right?
Oh my
I
god.
bet you thought like, oh yeah, I should join the Marine Corps, huh? That'd be cool to do, huh? You and your fucking belly." And then and he's like, "You know what? Fuck
Oh
you.
shit.
Fuck you, run." And I started, you know, running back and forth. No propagating, get back. No unproper. There's more than one of us, get back. You know, because you say like, "Good morning, sir." Good
Yeah.
morning. There's more than one of us, get back. And fucking.
Damn.
And he had me back and forth, and they would count you down, right? Like, you know, they would count you down, and
Yeah.
and I had to run back to like touch the side of a building and then fucking come back, and then I came very close to throwing up, because I was just like, we just finished eating too, and I was,
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
if he had me
Just
running
finished
a little bit
eating?
more, I would have vomited. But good thing
Damn.
he changed his focus to someone else, because someone else fucked up, and then I was like,
Like,
Like, when
thank
you-
God.
yeah.
Like, sorry, bro. Better
That's-
you than me.
All right. I got this. All right. Yeah. What's good? What's up? Rapping for Jesus. I love Jesus. I do anything for Jesus. I'm gay for Jesus. Jesus.
So yeah. That was your Marine Corps experience.
Ooh, okay. So, I guess receiving weeks, yeah, it's very nerve-wracking. That's kind of where you're just like signing a lot of documents. Like you're looking over the paperwork that you signed during your MEPS, as you were pulley during the MEPS process. So, it's
Did
very
you feel
repetitive,
like-
and
Did you ever feel like, oh man, I'm signing a bunch of my life away? Like, should I think about
Definitely.
this more? Should I stop?
Nah.
Like, did you ever?
nah.
You know what I was thinking?
I think I have no regrets now. Like, I don't think because it's different for me, because I know a lot of other people have different experiences, like reasons. Also, a lot of people have different reasons why they joined.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it's like a mixture of a lot of things: family, career advancement. You know,
I think you're at a good place for it in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, your age, your situation. You just graduated.
Mm-hmm.
That dude.
It's a very kind of good timing.
Because John was born when I was in high school, which is fucking nuts, dude. That's so crazy to think about. Because you were born in 2002?
Yeah.
And I was a freshman going on my sophomore year of high school.
I was 12.
Yeah.
That's
John
nuts,
was a little
dude.
baby.
We're all like at different what's the word?
Points.
Different points.
Stages.
Yeah, different stages. Yeah, there you go. Different stages.
I'm almost 40. I'll be 39 this year.
Nice.
Damn. I'm
Hell
35.
yeah.
I'll be 36 this
I
year.
keep thinking I still think you're like 20, 28, 29 for some reason.
Me?
Yeah.
I feel
forget
like
that
people assume I'm in my 20s.
Yeah, I forget you're in your 30s. When you tell me your age, I'm like,
I feel like I come off in my 20s because, one, I don't have kids.
Yeah, true.
Two, my lifestyle.
Your lifestyle fucking bothers you, dude.
So I like to party.
I don't know. I've realized that for me, I think my career is going to be making films and stuff for a hobby, and then like have an actual job. Unless, film something good comes up
Never
and
gonna
I can
sell
make it
out.
full time for a career.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? We'll see. I'm not enjoying what I do now. I still film and make money on it.
Nice.
I think we need to submit something to a festival.
Little Joker.
That'd be. Oh yeah.
Little
I
Joker.
would submit
yeah.
Little Joker.
I want to submit
yeah.
a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Well,
Once we do it. Once we do it, I wonder if we can submit it to a film thing.
I'm submitting Little Joker for sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look around and see how much it
Yeah,
costs.
Submit Little Joker.
Just because based off how many views and all the people that said stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool if it went on.
I like that. It's a good idea.
Because they're like, oh, I like your writing. I ain't writing none of that shit.
That was all like improvised. Yeah.
We had a baseline for each scenario, but that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be.
But we gotta
like
start
that.
submitting things to festivals.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
that's-
festivals in Texas.
That is
the least I could tell you is no.
Texas is a good place to be for film.
San Antonio, Austin, Houston,
San Antonio,
Dallas.
Austin, Dallas. Dallas has a lot going on. Houston. There's a lot of festivals. There's South by Southwest. Austin has a lot going on.
Could you imagine though, like, getting to the point where like you're not saying that you won an award, but it gets shown? Like that would make me so nervous.
This is the thing. This is what I think about.
True.
I couldn't be there to watch it. Like I can't do this.
True.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
you don't promote. You're not good at promoting all of the stuff that you do, but you're good at making good quality shit.
I just don't know how to
Producing it.
promote. Like I tried to
You
make it TikTok,
produce.
and
You're
it
good
did
at producing.
shitty.
You have a ton of
It did
good
shitty.
equipment.
No, I think that's just a.
No,
you're a
that's
harsh
because
critic
it
of
was like
yourself,
one
that's-
time you did that.
I just don't really care to promote myself. I tell people when I post it on Facebook and shit.
True. But I
You
guess
don't promote. You don't promote your shit.
But I guess
I tell people, man.
I feel like submitting to festivals, that's like a really good way to get
That's a
exposure.
good avenue.
Yeah.
I think that's where we need to look at. Like, just look into what it would take. I think it costs. You can submit for like $50.
Yeah.
Even if like you don't win anything, the fact that you did it,
You got exposure.
Someone might, cause like
Some people might see it and be like, "Oh, I want to work with them."
because I didn't hear anything bad about the film. Someone left a comment that goes, "I would love to see what you guys could do with more money and a bigger budget and better
Oh,
equipment."
I saw that comment. Yeah.
Okay. You want to hook us up? Or what?
You want to sponsor us?
No, really. Like,
Invest
YouTube is
in us.
cool. You can always post stuff to YouTube, but
I
festivals,
love
I
YouTube.
think, is just a good avenue.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool to say you have a finalist video. Like, yo, check this little fucking thing I made, with some people.
97.9 The Cat, the motherfucking #1 radio station.
We were struggling
We're
for a while,
gone.
John.
We were like, what do we do now? You literally left, and me and Earl were like,
That's why like
Okay.
that Bamberger was literally just us two.
that was
It
us
was.
too. The whole time
For
I
2
was
days.
like, man, if John
Yeah.
was here, this would be so cool.
It was like we need another person, so we need John here behind the scenes or something helping us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Did
literally
you see
just us two.
Bamberger?
I did not. I saw
It's
like
on YouTube. I think
We can watch it after the podcast real quick and see what you think.
yeah,
You can tell us
yeah.
how bad and shitty it is.
no,
be like, you guys have lost your touch without me.
I'm sure it came out
But
great. Y'all
the
was just
thing-
like,
When you watch it, what
Yeah.
you hear in the script was verbatim what was in the script. We
Okay,
didn't
nice.
Yeah,
improv
we
it.
actually had
There was
the
no
lines
improv
pretty
at all.
solid memorized. It
Yeah.
wasn't like
Yeah.
improv.
I memorized lines, and I'm not
and
even an
Earl
actor.
wrote it. Earl wrote the whole thing.
Yeah, I said that one night, and we were talking about film. Mallory was like, let's film a comedy or something. So I wrote this thing. I was like, I got this idea. If you want to, what you tell me what you think about it. And she's like, I like it. So.
Yeah, I liked the script, so I was like, let's film it. I was like, my parents are out of town. Let's film it for 2 days.
Because I wrote it how you and I joke all the time. I wrote like how we make those characters. I wrote those characters based off that.
And then we filmed it. We were trying to film it in a day. And then we were like, getting to the end of the day, we're like, probably not going to film it. But I was like, tomorrow we have all day.
Yeah.
Leave your equipment here. Come back tomorrow and we'll film it. And we finished it in 2 days.
Yeah, that
Nice.
the opening scene we shot that the very last day. And what really was funny is we were trying to record and the people next door all of a sudden decided to turn their music super
Then
loud.
all of a
Wow.
sudden, out of nowhere, they
Started
never
doing
had
yard
music
work and
on.
shit. So we had to like move locations to the other side of the porch.
Well, the first day, the yard people came and they were blowing leaf blowers
Oh,
and
gotcha.
So we had to take a
God
break.
damn.
We had to take a
Yeah.
break. This podcast is unofficially sponsored by Monster.
the Beast
But yeah,
and Monster
that was cool
Hard
hearing
Monster.
your stories. You know,
Yeah.
hearing the Marine Corps experience from
boot
your
camp
point of view.
stories.
I'm gonna start saying that every time I see you. Oh, is it because you got bullied in high school, John? Is that why you're buying that drink? Because you got bullied in high school?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
John! Let's bully him. You got bullied in high
She got
school,
bullied
didn't you?
in high
Didn't
school.
you? I bet everyone bullied you, John.
I couldn't be.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't know how
terrible
to bully.
experience.
I don't know how to
Huh?
talk shit.
Do it to
Nah.
John right now.
I don't know how to talk
Yeah,
shit.
you piece of shit. Because, yeah, you... Everyone bullies you, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell because that smirk on your face. Yeah, and you probably like getting bullied, huh? You probably like it. Cause
I would start laughing. I was like, "All right, dude, I get it." That'd be funny if you just got so mad when you just like started talking to him like really like, "All right, dude, I get it. I get it." What
Just
you're trying
snap,
to
like,
yeah,
like-
you're like, but we got to stop this whole like.
shit no more.
You start doing this slow slash like you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop, man. They'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Cut it out.
You know what, drill sergeant, whatever he's called. I'm about to have your job in about 20 minutes. I'd watch what you say.
oh,
Like John just
shit.
snaps, takes off his glasses. He's like, "All right, listen here, man."
John, are you
So-
going to be one of the people who yells at all the newcomers one day?
A drill instructor? No.
He's
Well,
like,
actually,
"No."
apparently, like, during your time in the Marine Corps, there comes a point where you have to you choose to become a recruiter or a drill instructor.
Oh,
And
okay.
I think a drill instructor is a very difficult job because
It
you go
is.
from like working 12-hour days to fucking 24-hour days.
I said it is like I know. I was like, yeah, it is.
And-
I was like,
fucking
yeah,
know.
definitely.
A
Definitely.
And you have to be like in very fucking like
We have to be mean to people.
I think that's the easy part, but you have to be in like great physical
John!
condition, and like you're not gonna see your family.
Ooh, yeah.
And you're gonna be sleep deprived as fuck.
'Cause
It's a very difficult job. So I think
Recruiter
more
be-
than likely I'll probably just choose recruiter because I'm not really. Don't get me wrong, it'd be nice to have that experience, and a lot of people do it because that's like a very good way to like. It's like a fast track to become an officer,
Yeah.
is to become a drill instructor, and yeah.
you're gonna like once you do your.
But
So
I
was it 4 years or 5 years? Your first
4
contract?
years first
You-
contract.
I would think it'd be weird, right, for you to like, for people to say, "Oh, thank you for your service," and like, "Oh, thanks," you know, right? It's kind of weird.
I got told that.
But
Thank you.
was it weird?
Yeah, and I was like, I appreciate it, but like I just got in. You know,
Yeah,
I was like, I
yeah,
haven't
right.
done shit. I just got in.
Because my
And I
You're
told
like,
that to my brother too,
"Thanks."
and he's like, as you know, as you do your service, it's gonna feel more
It's going to
you're
feel
gonna feel
more
less
real.
comfortable receiving that kind of
I would say though, like
acknowledgement.
that's with anything that a career, like you do for a career. You're always gonna, like, no matter who you are, they're gonna be like, it's just something I like to do or whatever.
Yeah.
Like when you like if you're a filmmaker, someone's like, "Oh my god, I love your stuff. It's so good." You're like, "I appreciate it, but it's just stuff I like to do." Like I like.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel awkward. Like I don't know how to respond to people when people, "Oh my god, I saw that thing you did. It was pretty cool. It was really nice." I'm like, "Thank you."
My brother told me.
It's just something my friends and I did.
Yeah, my brother told me like when you say like someone tells you thank you for your service, just say thank you for your support.
Okay.
Oh, that's
And I
good.
feel like
Yeah.
that's
Give
a
him the
good
finger,
response
man.
to that.
Fuck off with that bullshit.
Because I think I got told like 3 times
Oh,
when I
shit.
was in San Diego.
I was like
But
being
I was
around.
in uniform.
When you're in
that was
uniform,
like
yeah.
in the graduation day we went
Do
around.
girls hit on you when you're in uniform?
No, I didn't get hit on.
He's like, "No."
But
Lies.
but,
I'm sure you
um,
got hit on in your uniform, John.
no. But
Where they say a girl loves a nice man in uniform.
yeah.
They like it,
I do
John.
love. I do
you were
love
getting hit on. Tell us.
I do love the uniforms. That is one of the
You
reasons
feel
why I
more
joined.
like
is
more
the,
professional.
the
right?
the uniforms. Yeah, they're very fucking clean. especially
they're
the
sharp.
blues, the dress blues. Oh my god, they're sharp as fuck.
You can't wear a uniform for non-military stuff, right?
Nah,
if
you can't.
That's why,
Not
I was like, it would have
allowed to,
been
no.
so cool if you could have wore that on the podcast, but that's obviously
no,
like
you can't
not
do that.
allowed.
You can't do that.
Mm-mm.
But that would have been so badass. You would have had his military uniforms.
It would have been
Like,
badass.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
But that's obviously not allowed, right? 'Cause-
No. Yeah, I think even at that, only the uniforms that you could really wear on camera would be like to take pictures. Would
Okay.
be like the camis, the utility uniforms.
But it's for military
Well,
purposes.
then everything he said
even at
also
that,
would be
that's
like representing the military. So you would
But even
have to
at
be
that,
real
if it's
careful.
if it's like a photo shoot or some shit, like if it's something for like a creative, like a little short film or something like that, it's not allowed. No.
I can't wait till
No.
you're the guy wearing the Marine Corps hat all the time, like old people do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.